you want to save a lot of time and money, there are some services that will do all of the rigging and animations for you completely free. In this video, we're going to be using a site called Mixamo. I've used this before for a few different games, and it takes an animation project that could take you several hours, days, maybe even weeks, and turn it into just a few minutes. So let's head over to Mixamo.com. And normally here you will want to log in. I'm already logged in, and then once you do that you can browse characters or animations. We're going to start with animations. And you can see I already have something in here. This is a model just made with Fuse, which if you don't know what Fuse is, it's an okay character creator. I just did this in like 2 minutes. Fuse is free, so it's decent. And so if you have a custom character they've already made and it has an object file, you can go here and you'll upload that object file right here. So wait a second and it'll upload everything. And now you can see it wants you to have it exactly how it is right now actually, but if you have some weird characters it might not detect it right. But these will let you move it the way you need to be able to rig it. And so how you do that is you just follow the instructions. Pretty simple. So you just need your chin and then your wrists. And it has the markers on the picture if you want to know exactly where you're supposed to put it. It can be a little off, but try to get it as close as you can, because otherwise animations might look a little bit weird. Okay, and that's close enough for now. And so now it does this where it'll do all the rigging for you. And then it will show you the default animation that they have. Yeah, so you see she's just looking around, but it looks good. I mean, I don't see anything blatantly wrong with it. And now, once you're in here, you can actually look at these animations. Also, if you don't want all of them playing, you can go up here and just turn off animate thumbnails. But for now, we're just gonna keep them playing. And so let's try the capoeira. Yeah, it looks good. Knees are bending pretty okay. Arms bending good. Everything else seems pretty good. Alright, and you have tools in here as well, so you can enable skeleton view to see the actual rig. You can do panning, so you can look up and down. And then you can zoom. I don't know why that's a feature. You can zoom by holding in your left mouse click. But you can also just use your mouse wheel, so whatever. I guess if you don't have a mouse wheel, that might be nice. And then you can use this to just reset the camera. And then you can also use this follow camera, which is really nice for some of the animations. Okay, let's reset and let's try one other. I'll just look at this crouch to stand. See how that looks. And you can change all these, so you can change the speed, make them slow. Although sometimes the defaults that they give it are way too fast or sometimes way too slow, so you can tweak these however you want. Overdrive also affects the speed. You can see now she's super slow, or you can go all the way up and it's completely excessive. Although within the game that might be okay, you just really need to play around with it and see what you want for your game. Oh, let's try joyful jump. Okay. Okay, that looks good. And also with Mixamo, you can get free characters. Any of these characters are completely free. I would recommend changing them. You don't want to just blatantly take this. And you can use any of these animations with all these characters because of the rigging system they have. It works pretty well. Like even this guy does capoeira, and that just, it looks weird, but it works. Kind of funny. How about we check out some animations with this character, with this archer named Erica Archer. Let's just look up some combat. Double dagger stab. Alright, that's decent. And not all the animations are great, but they're usually pretty good. And you could probably tweak them yourself if you really wanted to. Oh, let's do the follow camera. And that just feels goofy, but it would work. Let's do shooting an arrow. Oh, let's reset that. Oops. Okay, yeah, if you're playing, especially if you're doing the third person and this is your character, or if it's just an enemy from a distance, this would look perfectly fine. Yeah, they have a ton of different things. So there were over 600 animations in combat. So this would be good if you have taking cover, maybe for a stealth game or something like that. Here's just a generic walking animation. That's decent, but we could also just look for other walking animations that might be better. I mean, this is definitely not better, but just to show you the variety they have. A walker walk. Nice. All right. This one might be good. Yeah, that one could be good. Just sort of a fast walk. And I did forget to mention that their description on all these, you can just mouse over them and it'll tell you, like, this one's male injured walk, even though they just called it walking. I mean, obviously it's not just walking, so if it seems weird, just look at the description and it'll tell you what it actually is. Let's look for a flip. Yeah, let's try this front flip. That's pretty good. What about this twist flip? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be really good for an action game. All right, now when you have the animation you want, you've tweaked it to whatever you want, whether you want it slow. I guess you could use the lower overdrive for maybe a slow motion sequence, or you could just play the animation slower. Either way. Or you can make it ridiculously fast, which, I mean, yeah, all right. We'll just put it back to 50 though. And so when you have that, you just have to hit download, and then we'll have you choose all these things. And normally you'll just do the standard .fbx and do with skin, and you can do either 24 or 60 FPS. 24 would be if you're doing like a cinematic or something, because movies are generally shot in 24 FPS. 60 for animations can make them feel weird, but just play around with it in your own game if you want to. And then I've never used keyframe reduction at all, so I always just leave it as none. And click download, and now you can just stick that animation in your game. If you want to see how to import the character, let me know down in the comments and I'll go over it in another video. Now, despite how useful this type of software can be, an actual dedicated animator is the way to go if you can afford it, or if you're able to do it well yourself. If that's not the case, or if you just want to save time, then something like Mixamo is a really good option. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to help me go full-time, subscribing goes a long way. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.